Yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuja, which means to unite, unification of body and consciousness. We all know that yoga is being practiced in India since pre-Vedic times, and now more than 177 countries have endorsed it. Here we are celebrating the International Yoga Day. On the eve of International Yoga Day, the Eternal Quest is very happy to welcome our guest, Mrs. Suman Yadav, a fine educationist with uncontrollable thirst for learning and an enthusiastic yoga practitioner. She is a core educationist by profession as well as by passion, and she is such a learner who just can't stop learning, whether it is an art as ancient as yoga or a technique as modern as phonetics. She must learn it all and do it all. She is not only an accomplished yoga teacher but is also a sports person, an abacus teacher, spoken English teacher, a motivational speaker, an avid traveler, and a great cook too. She is essentially a teacher who learns even from her students. Mrs. Suman Yadav is the founder director of Bansal Institute of Coaching in Rewari and the director of the newly found Adha School, also in Rewari. She has been a teacher and principal to many schools during her professional career of about 20 years. She continues to be a teacher but with a difference. Now, she does not confine herself to schools but makes any place her teaching ground. Ms. Suman Yadav keeps on traveling all over India and abroad to learn whatever fascinates her. Anyone can go to her and take something from the repertoire of her knowledge. Such is her quench for learning that she convinced the officials at Google, Facebook, and Instagram headquarters in the US to allow her to go inside and watch how these giant companies work. How amazing, truly marvelous. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. Suprabhat. A very happy International Yoga Day to all my friends out there. Thank you for the introduction, Savita. And I thank Dr. Vijay Lakshmi for bringing me on this platform on this Yoga Day. As Savita has already said a lot about me, I won't go again to introduce myself, but I will like to start from that point where my life drastically changed by inculcating yoga in my daily practice. As today is the yoga day, I would only like to speak on yoga because my life has drastically changed by doing yoga practice regularly. So it was in 1994 when my second child, I bear my second child. It was then I had a lot of complications and I went in under Caesars, and my weight, I was a sports person, as said by Savita, and my weight was 56. And from 56, I went up to 110 kgs. Imagine. So I had lots confidence and the strength, the immunity, everything. Like I was almost bedridden because the doctors had kept me on high steroids at that time. So in 2005, when we were transferred, my husband was in a transferable job. He's in Indian Oil Corporation. So we were transferred to Mathura. At that time, after a long period of tenure of my principalship in different schools around India, I thought, why not open my own institute? So at that time, abacus teaching was newly introduced in India. So I went for a training and I was trained as an abacus teacher, and I opened an institute at Mathura Refinery Nagar in 2005. So while teaching students abacus, the mental maths, I thought, why not? A child should be like, he should have the full body development. Along with the mind, his even body should be fit. So at that time, Ramdev came into existence. He used to hold camps and have his people out there to teach yoga. So I asked a yoga practitioner to come every Sunday and teach my students yoga exercises. Sorry. So when the students, they used to practice yoga, along with them, even I used to practice yoga. So while doing my yoga exercises, I felt that I was more energetic. I was like improving my health day by day. So I thought, why not I myself learn yoga and go in for a course for the yoga master. And that was when I learned yoga to become a yoga teacher. And since then, I've been practicing yoga since so many years. I'm daily doing my yoga practices in the morning, and now I even go out and teach anyone interested. Like, I don't charge for it. We just do yoga practice together. So this has really changed my life. So today we will just talk on uh, the pranayams. Actually, yoga. What is yoga? Yoga is the art and science of healthy living, and it consists of various things like the pranayams, the asanas, the mudras, and basically the meditation. So it's a vast field, the yoga. Today I want to specially focus on pranayams. So any question from your side before I start? I can't hear you. You're not audible.
I'm sorry, I was on. So, ma'am, actually, we would like to know, like, the first few images that comes to our mind when we think about yoga are the yoga postures. So, is there anything more to yoga than postures?
Yeah, posture is a part of it. Like, yoga consists, as I told you, of pranayam, the posture, the meditation, the asanas. This all together is yoga. As I told you, it's a science and art of healthy living. So posture is really a part of yoga. Correct posture gives you the strength, you can say.
Yeah, they make your body
Yeah.
strong and
Yes.
flexible. Yeah, correct. But to attain that posture, we have to put lot of awareness and attention into attaining that
Posture.
posture.
Yes. So now to
Yes.
begin with pranayams, I would like to say a few things, a few tips that before starting you are
Yeah.
doing pranayams. Like in asanas, it's just physical exercises. So people, they do it different ways. There are different asanas for different ailments, for different, like, it strengthens your body and your muscles and your bones. But pranayam,
Correct.
if it is not done in a correct way, it will give the adverse effect. Like we say, you have to do it under the able guidance of a guru who is trained for pranayams. Actually what happens if you don't do it correctly, then some people say ki we tried so many pranayams, but we didn't get the benefit of that. I just say one single line, that anything done by a correct method gives 100% result. And who will tell you the method? It is the guru or the teacher. As we say, Guru Govind Dau Pade Kake Lagu Pai. Balihari Guru Apne Govind Dio Milai. So it's necessary to have a guru to attain any knowledge, be it yoga, be it the studies or anything, spirituality, anything. So coming back to the pranayams, I would like to give you a few tips that generally, like, most of us don't know how we have to do the correct breathing. So basically our lungs, they are made for our breathing exercises. But there are different ways of breathing. So to begin with, I'll just give one small tip. When you're doing your breathing, you have to just breathe through your nose. So for that, what you have to do, you have to close your mouth and the tongue should touch to your palate so that no breath goes through your mouth. It's only the nose through which you breathe. The first thing you have to take care. The second thing, you have to be very calm and composed while doing your yoga exercises, and sit in a very comfortable position. Don't be stressed out. Just focus on your breath. Don't think of anything when you're doing pranayam. And the most important, don't do it in an enclosed area. Go into the parks, go into the open spaces to do your pranayams. That will give you much more benefits. So, first of all, we talk about the mudras. You sit in a particular position so that you have that concentration. Can you believe we have 399 mudras? And only by sitting for 30 to 40 minutes in a particular mudra, you can get rid of so many diseases. So this is a vast, mudra itself is a vast subject. I won't go on that, but I would like to say you can just use like Prithvi mudra, whatever mudra you want. Like for students, just relax and then see, this is the mudra. Gyan mudra, we call it Gyan mudra, or the air, Vayu mudra. So you can sit comfortably in this position. And first thing is you have to compose yourself. The breathing, it comes gradually. Like people ask me, breath, so it goes naturally. Why have to we do this breathing? So what we call pranayam is the extended form of breathing. You have to extend the capacity of our lungs, of our diaphragm, and we have to extend the breathing to get the benefits. Nowadays in pandemic, you must have seen that it was only the oxygen level which people were running for.
Correct.
Yeah, they were running for oxygen and their levels were falling down. So this immunity cannot be built in one day. Like if people tell me, just I want to do pranayam instantly, my oxygen levels are dropping. So that won't be my suggestion to you start doing your pranayams immediately, because that won't give you the results. So for that, you have to, in fact, from the very beginning, we should tell our children to practice this pranayam and yoga exercises at the very early age, since the childhood.
Okay.
So that the immunity increases and it's a life style that you're living.
So what can be the early age from which
The earliest age is like you can start it at the age of 3.
Okay.
A child of 3 years, he can perform asanas, yoga asanas, and he can do his mental exercises. Like we have particular exercises for his mental growth. So those things, maybe he cannot follow the proper pranayams, but when he's doing his aerobic exercises or the yoga asanas, it enhances his lungs. It gives the capacity of enhances the breathing capacity. So the kids of 3 plus can start doing their yoga practice.
Okay.
Now coming back to the pranayams, when I say we sit in a composed position with a mudra, close your eyes and your concentration should be in the center. This is our Gyan point. This is, we call it the center of our brows here. So you have to concentrate here and start with a normal breathing. The normal breathing, the inflow of the breath in and out. So as I told you, stick your tongue to the palate and do the normal breathing. The normal breathing is the Bhastrika. We call it Bhastrika. So sit in a position upright. Don't stress your body. Relax your body. Sit in a relaxing position. Then sit in Sukhasan, Padmasan, Vajrasan, whichever is comfortable to you. So I'll sit in Sukhasan, but now I am on the chair. So this is the mudra. Compose yourself, do the Bhastrika, normal breathing. Breathe in through your nose.
Only thing you
Breathe
have
out
to
through your nose.
concentrate on the place between this eyebrows.
Yeah, the center. This is, yes. You have to concentrate here, and all the thoughts, you just, thoughts will come, thousands of thoughts will come, but you have to just bring it back, your concentration, and concentrate on your breath, the breathing, the breath that's going inside and how it's coming out. So initially, we just breathe in through our nose, into our lungs, and then we breathe out. So the normal breathing, see, we have 3 types of breathing. One is the normal breathing, one is the deep breathing, and one is the fast, the fast breathing. So first we'll begin with the normal breathing, the Vastrika. Breathe in. At least you have to breathe for 1 to 2 minutes in normal, when you normalize your body before starting pranayam. Then the second, we start with the pursed breathing. We call it a pursed breathing. In that, what you do, at the count of 2, you breathe in through your nose and with the whistling sound, at the count of 4, you breathe out. This is just to compose yourself before you start the rigorous like pranayams. So for at least 1 minute, again, we are going to do that. So close your eyes, and it's a pursed mudra. You just call it a pursed mudra. Breathe in through your nose and this brings down your anxiety level also. Like if you do it for 30 to 40 seconds, 1 minute, you'll see if you have a lot of anxiety, you can just compose yourself within a minute or so. So when you feel like your anxiety levels are increasing, just sit in a corner or a silent place and start this practice. Then we call, this is the breath which goes into our lungs. We breathe through our lungs and breathe out through our lungs. Now, it's the diaphragm breathing. What happened during this pandemic? Like people, they had heart attacks after they recovered from COVID-19.
Many of them.
When the doctors, they researched, they came to know their diaphragm was weak. So how to strengthen our diaphragm? Now we know the exercises for lungs. Everyone speaks of enhancing their lungs capacity and this, but we are not aware that even our diaphragm plays the main role in our breath.
True.
So there are 2 ways of doing the diaphragm breathing. So one is like we call the proning exercise, where you lie down on your stomach and you keep a pillow on your navel and your chest. Your stomach is a bit of gap is there between your stomach, and then you breathe through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. So if you continue this for like, you can sleep for 30 minutes and ultimately you will increase your oxygen level. And one is the belly breathing. Through your belly breathing, you can enhance the capacity of your diaphragm. In this, what you do, you breathe through your nose and you breathe through your belly, and bringing up to the diaphragm, you bring it to your throat and gradually you drop that. That is the exercise, the diaphragm. Breathe in. And one more thing you have to take care, while breathing, you have to you have to expand your stomach towards your palm. Like keep one palm on your belly and one on your chest, and then you start deep breathing. Like,
so when you breathe,
when you breathe, your stomach expands. The belly comes out, and when you exhale, it automatically goes inside. So that means you're breathing through your belly. You come to know. So to practice this, what you can do, you can lie down straight also and keep a book on your navel, and then you'll see you don't have to move your lungs or the diaphragm. You just see the movement of the belly going up and down. So that way you'll come to know you're breathing it correctly. And the most important, what I felt, the exercise for diaphragm was like blowing of a balloon. When we breathe in and we breathe out as if we are blowing a balloon, that gives the strength to your diaphragm, the exercise, and it expands your lung. So while doing pranayam, basically you have to sit erect, your shoulders at the back, and then this exercise I'll just tell you, like breathe through your nose and blow hard through your mouth. You have to breathe in, fill your lungs with air as if you're filling 2 balloons, and then you have to deflate those balloons. So this you will do for at least 20 to 25 minutes. You need not do any other exercises during when you are affected with the COVID. Just this one exercise will increase your oxygen levels drastically. Then we come to the breath focus. we focus on our breath. Like when I breathe in, I say like all good things. Like my family should be healthy. I should have a healthy life. May the world be peaceful. All good thoughts. And while breathing out, I eradicate all my ailments, like all my pains, all my aches come out of the body. So that it affects a lot. They say all is in your mind. Whatever you think, if you think always that I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm lethargic, so you will be that. And if you say no, I'm strong, I'm fit, I'm good, I'm best, so it is the thought that keeps your body fit. So in this focus of breath technique, you focus on a particular, any, you can take a phrase or you can take a word that you chant, peace, 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 or anything, whatever you like. So this thing. And then we have the lion's breath, which we call
Share.
sing the heart basically. It is for the thyroid. In this, you stick out your tongue and you go on your knees and keep your palms down on the floor, and through your throat you make a loud sound like a sing. So it's like this. Really a sound from your throat. So this you have to practice like 3 to 4 times. This will help in your thyroid glands. Then we have alternate nostril breathing. From these two nostrils, we breathe. So this is our Chandra Nadi, the left side, and this is our Surya Nadi. So when we breathe, we put our place our thumb on the right nostril and these two fingers on our right nostril, and the center index finger here at the center point. And to start with, we just say Nadi Shodhan. First, we have to see whether both the nostrils are open. Generally, what happens in winters, we have congestion in our nose. If we have congestion, we don't have to do pranayam. First, either get your steaming through your mouth, through your nose, so that all the congestion is removed. Or there's another method, that is the neti. But everyone everyone can't practice neti. You have to practice it a lot under the able guidance of the guru, and you should know the correct method of neti. So once your nostril is cleared, then you will start your Nadi Shodhan, the exercises of breathing. So as I told you, the right nostril you have to close it with the thumb, and the left with the two fingers, and place this here. And concentrating on the breath, you have to see how the breath goes in and from where it comes out. So first you will do the normal breathing, 5 breaths from the left side, and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, and it will be a prolonged breathing, like generally we just breathe like this, normal, but you have to pull it up to, like, you can raise it up to 5 counts. 5 ka 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then release it with 5 counts. Generally what happens, we breathe in for 5 counts and we just drop it for 3. No, breathe it out till 5 counts. Breathe in, breathe out, and see, while breathing, you're putting the air into the lungs, so your lungs expand like a balloon, and your belly, it stretches out. And when you breathe in, your lungs relax, your lungs, they deflate, and the belly goes inside. So you know you're breathing the correct way. Same way, when you have done with 5 to 10 breathing exercise from the left nostril, then you start the same with the right nostril. Breathe in 5 counts and breathe out. Yeah, keep this index finger here. So you have a coordination, you have a cycle. Yeah. So close your eyes, concentrate on your breath and deep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the Nadi Shodhan basically we are doing. Then the second is the Alom Vilom. We start from the left nostril We breathe in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and breathe out through the right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From where we have left the breath, again we will pick it up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and release it from the left side. 1, 2, 3. Basically, this is a cycle. Alom and Vilom. We are taking the breath and releasing it. Again, we are taking the breath and releasing it. The extended form of this is to hold the breath, which we call the Purak, the Kumbhak, and the Rechak. Purak means you deep breathe, hold your breath to 10 counts, 15 counts, whatever is your capacity. That is the Kumbhak, the holding of the breath. And releasing of the breath is the Rechak. You release it through your right nostril. So this gives you the power of concentration. It enhances the capacity of your lungs, your diaphragm, and obviously it gives you peace of mind also. So this exercise, Alom and Vilom. Then we have resonant or coherent breathing, in which we just inhale and exhale. Just concentration of deep breathing, like deep breathing, just normalize yourself. Then we have the Shitali Pranayam. Shitali Pranayam is in which you roll your tongue out like this. Take a deep breath and breathe out through your nose. This basically helps to cool your inner organs. Like in the summers, it's very important. You can do this exercise frequently in the morning in the open air. Do it for 5 to 10 times and you will feel the coolness inside your organs. Like it will be giving you a cooling effect. So we'll just do 1 or 2 Shitali Pranayams. Exhale through your nose, roll your tongue. Breathe out through your nose. So this is the Shitali Pranayam. And continuation of the Shitali Pranayam is the Sheetkari. Sheetkari is, it helps to strengthen your jaw muscles and your teeth. It strengthens your teeth so that they don't come out. Like you just close your teeth and breathe through the gap, the space between your teeth. Just close your teeth like this. Deep breathe through your mouth and release it through your nose. So this is Sheetkari. It gives the same effect, the cooling effect in your stomach. Then we have the Kapal Bhati. Like we say, it's the fast breathing exercises. And this cures a lot of ailments. Many benefits of Kapal Bhati. In this, what you have to do, you have to take a deep breath, release it through your mouth, empty your stomach, and then start. In this, what you have to do, you have to expand your stomach, take it inside. Expand while breathing in and out, like you throw the air through your nose, and in a flick of second, the air gradually goes. You don't have to breathe in and breathe out. You just have to throw the air outside from your stomach. Your stomach has that movement. It goes inside and it goes out. It goes inside. Basically, you're exercising your navel as well as the other lungs and everything while breathing out. So we'll just do Kapal Bhati, like 10 Kapal Bhatis. So breathe in, breathe out through your mouth, and start. And And it should be 1 second. In 1 second, you have to breathe out. Like the interval should be of 1 second. So in 60 seconds, we breathe out 60 times. That gives you 1 second, one breath out.
Okay.
Like I'd like to tell you one thing. The normal breathing, how much should be our normal breathing within in 1 minute? It should be from 12 to 16 breaths in a minute. For a normal person, it's 12 breaths to 16 breaths. If it's less than that, that means there's some problem in your breathing. And even if it is more, then again you have a problem in your breathing. So you have to control your breathing by practicing pranayama. Basically, it is how we hold our breath, how we control our breath. So while breathing, you can keep a count. Like you can set a clock, stop clock for 1 minute and see how much you take normal breaths. It should be between 12 to 16 for a normal breath. Then we have the box breathing, and this was very useful. Like I used to tell people, you just hold your breath and you see for yourself if you're COVID affected. They said how? If you are affected, like even 50% or 20%, if you're affected with COVID, what will happen? You won't able to hold your breath. So the best exercise, how instead of going for a test, the first exercise that you can do to detect whether you are COVID affected. So you have to take a deep breath and try to hold your breath for 10 seconds. If you're able to hold it for 10 to 15 seconds, that means your lungs are not affected. Maybe there must be some other infection, but your lungs are not infected and your oxygen levels are normal, like 98, 900. So for this, take a deep breath, concentrate on the central point and hold your breath. And breathe out. So in general practice, when we keep on practicing, we can hold our breath up to 60 seconds. Normal person also can hold it up to 60%. Because we have enhanced the capacity of our lungs. So by regular practice, we can hold our breath. And pranayama is all about holding your breath or giving it an ayam, giving it an purpose, you can say. You have to you have to hold your breath. Yeah. Yes. And after that, like when we come to the pranayams or the exercise for the kids, what happens? Kids like now today in today's time, when the pandemic is going on, the still kids are at home. They are so like aggressive. Anxiety levels have increased. So we can ask the kids to do pranayams, yoga exercises. It helps them to manage their anxiety, their emotions, to regulate their emotions, build self-esteem in themselves. Then it increases the body awareness also of the kids. It develops strength and flexibility. When we do our yoga exercises, it strengthens our flexibility also. Then it teaches most important discipline. Like nowadays we see lack of discipline in our children. So it improves the body posture also. It is required. Like we are always on the computer, on the internet or our mobiles, and the posture, like we keep bending, we're not sitting straight, or our head is always down, which gives us spasm in the neck. So it helps in the posture also. And foremost, it is the positive thinking. When you're doing your yogas, you automatically start thinking positively. You have the spirituality, you have the positive attitude. So all this exercises of asanas and pranayams, this helps in overall development of your body and mind. So anything else about related to?
Yeah, you had told me that you were teaching mind yoga to students, kids.
Yes.
So how is that beneficial to them?
Yeah, it's very helpful. Like we do asanas. This is for our physical self, for our bones, to strengthen our muscles. But do we have any exercises to enhance the memory of our students? Yes. Like when we were kids, our teachers used to punish us by giving us punishment. Yes, go down on your knees, then come up. like sit-ups. We used to do sit-ups.
Yeah.
Basically, this was a scientific exercise which was enhancing your memory power. By doing this exercise, pulling your lobes and doing sit-ups, while going down, breathe in and breathe out. If you do it for 20 times, you are enhancing your memory power. And this is scientifically proven. And then you have to massage your lobes, these lobes. Actually, all are nerves. The index finger, the nerve of the index finger, and the ear lobes. This is all connected to our cerebellum. We call it a small brain, brain. So it enhances the power, the memory power, the brain power, and the learning. You are a fast learner when you do all these mental exercises. So just start pulling your lobes like this, massaging your lobes, then stretch it out like this and stretch it out like this. We have some pressure points. Like in ancient times, you must have seen they used to prick holes. They used to release these pressure points by pricking. It was not just for jewelry. It was basically they used to prick those points so that pressure was released through these ears. Then we have different exercises like the mind and the body coordination. Generally, what happens? A lot of thoughts come, like thousands and lakhs at a time. But we can't do everything. We can't write it down according to that. Our speed is very slow. We can't pen down all those thoughts. But up to some extent, we can enhance our ability to coordinate our mind and body together. What happens? Why do we say they are special kids? Because they lack some coordination between their mind and body. So they have something lacking in their mental state or the physical body. So you see some kids, like nowadays we come across so many special kids. So if the parents at the very initial stage, even for autistic children, I take classes for them, yoga classes, so that it improves a lot. Their mind and body is coordinated and it helps them a lot.
Okay.
So we have some exercises. Like I'll give you a small example of exercises. Like I'll be doing this, any exercise, you can perform any exercises with your hand, whatever is required doing with your hands, and by counting to my mind. Like if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that means my mind and body is coordinating with it. But if my mind and body doesn't coordinate, when I do 1, it goes like this. Like I can't go according to the numbers. It will go 1, I may miss the exercise or I may miss the number. So gradually when the child practices, he coordinates his mind because he's concentrating on his mind as well as the body. So we are doing the exercises together. I'm talking and I'm doing this exercise. This is also a memory enhancing exercise. While talking, you do any activity, that also. So there are different exercises to enhance your memory power. Then and one most important, nowadays we see we are sitting in the AC, we don't go out, so we don't feel thirsty, and this drains our mind.
Yeah.
So we have to drink a lot of water to keep our mind hydrated.
Okay.
Kids nowadays, they drink all aerated drinks like Coke and Pepsi and all this. So that is very bad for your mental as well as the physical self. So you have to drink, if possible, early in the morning, have lukewarm water.
Okay.
It will clear all the congestion and everything. And throughout the day, have normal water, or if you prefer, you can have cold water. But you have to have at least 3 to 4 to 5 liters of water every day. And not only the kids, everyone. Like in recent studies, we have seen that people of age 60 and above, they stop drinking water because their mind doesn't give them a sign that they are thirsty. So when they don't feel thirsty, they don't drink. But we have to make sure to make them drink water after every 2-3 hours, so that it keeps their mind hydrated. And like people have the problem, they forget. In the later stage, like you have problems.
Yeah.
So that it can be cured by all this. So intake of water is necessary for enhancing your memory and keeping your brain like dehydrated. There are many exercises for kids also, but in yoga we inculcate all things. If you inculcate everything like yoga, asana, pranayam, everything in yoga, so that is the overall development of your body. Only if you are doing physical exercises, not doing your mental exercises, that also won't give you the full benefit. Or you are doing only the pranayams, you are not doing the physical exercise, you'll get lethargic, you'll put on weight, you won't feel like doing anything because you lack energy. So this is all a part and parcel of your daily routine.
Okay.
So it's best. And even once a week, you should practice meditation. So that it gives the calmness, it relaxes you. Now, what happened during this pandemic? People had a lot of anxiety, and due to that anxiety, like they got the fear of death, and it was truth that they died due to the fear of death also, due to anxiety also. They were not that affected,
Yes.
but the fear that was in them.
Yeah. So,
So,
ma'am,
any other question?
yeah, ma'am, actually, we have heard that you have cured many people who were COVID positive with low levels of oxygen. So, ma'am, how can you tell us how you did it? It's truly
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yeah, the students who follow me, yeah, the people who follow me doing pranayam and all, they gave me a call like they were affected. Their oxygen levels were drastically dropping, and some went up to 80 or something. So then I told them at this time you can't do deep breathing or something like this. So I asked them to buy a respiratometer in which it's the equipment. You have three balls, and then you suck in air, hold those balls up for the count of like 4 to 5, whatever is the capacity. And you do that exercise for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That will gradually enhance your oxygen levels. And then you have to do your pranayams. You don't have to do deep breathing, just normal breathing. Sit in the open air somewhere and do your breathing exercises. That will decrease your anxiety level. Do some little bit of meditation. You need not go for asanas during that day, during pandemic, that you're going out in the park doing exercises. No, that won't help you a lot. You just take maximum rest. Rest is necessary because your immunity drastically falls down during this effect. Yeah. So you have seen even after the effect of when you're out of this, you're being negative,
Recovered. Yeah.
COVID negative, yeah, still you have that weakness in yourself. So the doctors recommend you don't have to do rigorous exercise even for a month after you recover from this COVID-19. Do mild exercises, do your pranayams. That will help you a lot. And I said, you can't enhance your capacity of breathing in one day. So make sure every day for at least 5 to 10 minutes, you can increase it up to an hour or 2 hours, but for at least 20 minutes, regular practice of pranayam is necessary. You have seen so much of pollution. So if we can't avoid pollution, at least we can strengthen ourselves. We can increase our immunity by doing our pranayams.
Right.
So
So
this
these
is my, yeah,
so these
suggestion.
yoga and pranayam they can be followed by chronic disease patients too.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Like I've seen disease like cancer also. They cure cancer, fibroids, so many things. I think all maximum ailments can be cured by um, yoga asanas and pranayams. Now
Okay.
we see maximum ladies and people, they have joint pains. So by doing regular yoga asanas and all these exercises, we can get rid of it. It's not that people go in for knee replacement. I don't suggest. I suggest them to do some um, stretching exercises and regular yoga asanas, and it gives a very good result. The yogasan, the pranayams, it helps a lot. And I have cured so many people, so many ailments through pranayam and yoga exercises.
Okay. So, ma'am, according to a recent survey, nearly 7 in 10 employees indicated that the coronavirus disease, this COVID-19 pandemic, is the most stressful time of their entire professional career. According to
Yeah.
you, according to you, how far can yoga be helpful in relieving or managing stress, and how can it be done?
As I've already said, by doing your pranayam, by doing your meditation, you decrease your anxiety level. you're composed, you're calm,
Right.
your correct way of breathing that helps you to strengthen the immunity within yourself. How can you, by either you follow a very good diet, by that you can increase your immunity, or by breathing, proper breathing exercises, by doing stretch exercises. So during this pandemic, the most important was you have to keep calm, composed, your anxiety level should be down. For that, I used to recommend pranayams and meditation. Like in on regular basis also, once in a week, at least for 1 or 2 hours, you sit in a meditative pose, take a fresh bath in the morning. And to tell you one thing, like people start doing yoga at 4 p.m. or they do yoga at 11 a.m. No, that is not the correct time. Like we say, early morning hours, that is the time when your mind, your body is fresh. So you have to practice either in the morning hours or in the evening around about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
That is the correct time. The other times you're doing exercises, that doesn't give you the benefit. Maybe yogasans may give you the stability of your strengthen your bones, your muscles, but the pranayam, it won't affect a lot.
Bigger
And
effects.
for pranayam, when you practice pranayam, you have to take care your stomach is empty for at least 2 hours. Like some of the ladies and some people, they come, ma'am, we have the habit of taking bed tea. So can we have bed tea before coming for practicing yoga? I tell them, of course, you can have your bed tea. But bed tea, like you have to have it 20 or 30 minutes earlier to
Your
starting your yoga exercises. Like we say, 2 hours empty stomach, 40 minutes of if you take any beverages, tea, coffee, anything, and 15 minutes water. 15 minutes prior to your exercise, you have to take a lot of water. And how do you take water? Generally, what we do nowadays, we just pick a bottle and just we start drinking, gut, 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 gut. That's the wrong method of drinking water. You have to drink sip by sip. Take the water, hold it in your mouth, and sip by sip, you have to drink that water. And make sure, whatever the emergency, if you're drinking water, be seated. I tell everyone, the people who are having joint pains or any spasm or anything, so I tell them, you sit, whatever is the emergency, just take a seat and then have water, and by sipping it down. So that will give you the exact benefit of that.
Thank you, ma'am. Before concluding, what is your message to the friends, to your friends and countrymen on the yoga day?
I just like to say a few lines. आओ मानव मानवी चले योग के पंथ, जिस पर चलते सदगुरु, जिस पर चलते संत. And one more thing, योग न हिंदू बौद्ध है, सिख न मुस्लिम जैन, शुद्ध चित्त का आचरण, योग शांति सुख चैन. Om. So to conclude, we will do Brahmari. That is very important to keep our mind composed. So yes, 3 counts of Brahmari. Close your eyes and close your ears from outside. Don't put your thumb inside. You may injure your this thing, ear. So keep these 2 index fingers on the forehead and take a deep breath through your nose. Roll your tongue to the palate and stick it to the palate, and the vibration should come on the talu. We call it the talu, the top of your head. This is very necessary for the patients with hypertension or BP levels, or they can't have proper sleep. So before sleeping also, for 5 minutes, if you do this exercise, you will have a very nice sleep. And then comes the jap of Om. We'll conclude with chanting Om. So it's already proven, scientifically proven, that Om travels in the whole universe. So how we can bring that Om energy into ourselves? So just by chanting Om, we can't get the full effect. So I suggest to my students and this thing, you have to hold your nadi, the beat of your vein, the heartbeat. So you just place your fingers on your nadi and then hear the beat of the nadi, the heartbeat. You will see it beats 1, 2. You can focus on the beat of the heart. While focusing, we will chant Om, and we won't focus on Om because Om should come gradually. We will just focus on a beat, and we will keep a count on a beat, like 1, 2, 3. I'll be counting my breath, but I'll be chanting Om. And Om, you have to go up till 70% Om, roll your tongue, touch it to the palate, and for 30%. So we should come to know what is our capacity. If it is like 100%, 70% is Om, and 30% is So we will just do 3 times. Hold your nadi, listen to your breath, and start Om. Deep breathe. Om. Once more. Om. The last time. Om. To conclude, we'll just do the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om. Rub your palms. Place it gently on your face. Once more, rub your palms. Place it on your ears. Close your nose and puff the air through your ears. This will enhance the capacity of your hearing. And then blow it out through your ears. Last but not the least, the Hasya Yoga. Be happy. All of you laugh together on this yoga day. Clapping. Yes. Okay, thank you everybody for watching me. And start doing your regular exercises, yoga, pranayam from today itself. Okay, thank you, Savita ji. Thank you, Dr. Vijayalakshmi, for inviting me on this forum. Thanks a lot to the whole team of the Eternal Quest.
Thank you, ma'am, for being on the show, sharing your learnings with us. You are truly an inspiration, ma'am. The theme for International Yoga Day 2021 is Yoga for Well-being, and how the practice of yoga can promote the holistic health of every individual. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. A stable and balanced state of mind is yoga. So stay at home and stay safe, folks. Keep practicing yoga. Thank you. Bye.